Hi guys. This is my first long video on my channel. So, I am here to explain the new Blox Fruits Bulletin number 20. After so long, Blox Fruits finally released it and I am here to discuss it with y'all. So firstly we see this picture, in which many metallic items are getting attracted in one direction. A strange phenomenon began a few nights ago, involving compasses across several islands. The compasses began to wobble, their needles all pointing in the same direction for a few seconds before settling back to normal. Navigators didn't think much of it at first, writing it off as a fluke. Then, heavier metallic materials around them began doing the same thing. The following night brought more reports, weapons inching off tables, anchors pulling ever so slightly against their ropes. A blacksmith on one of the outer islands reported that his entire rack of tools all tilted at once, as if something out beyond the horizon had reached out and tugged on it. The metallic phenomenon is consistent. It is always brief and always making objects point in the same direction. What could be causing such a thing? Many of us think that it might be a new magnet fruit. But I also think that it might be a new boss fight. I will explain it afterwards. Next, we have an interview in which MyGame43 and Rip_Indra are answering some of the questions asked by community. Hey everyone! We wanted to take a moment to talk about where Blox Fruits is right now, where things are headed, and the thinking behind the cadence of our most recent updates. Lately, we've been putting out seasonal events, limited time updates, and even unexpected moments like the hacker attack. These smaller updates have given the team room to experiment with new ideas and improve the existing systems. They've also helped us keep new content coming while we continue working behind the scenes on larger updates and exciting new features that we're looking forward to releasing soon. Anyone who remembers last year's summer expansion probably remembers the amount of new permanent content it brought, along with the feeling of the game getting fresh updates again. That's the vibe we're shooting for again this year, and more. The team has been working hard on more permanent content and features to release, including new fruits, new systems, new islands, and much more. The roadmap for the rest of 2026 is also starting to come together. In the second half of the year, we're planning to include updates that are bigger than anything we've released in the past couple of years. However, we're not ready to share the details just yet. For now, keep an eye out for news on our newest update, coming very soon. Let the blogs begin. So from this interview, I understood that there will be so many crazy updates soon. And Venom rework might be one of them? And now, I will tell you why was I thinking that to be a boss fight or something rather than a fruit. See this. Residents of Frozen Village were jolted awake by tremors in the night that shook their homes. When the citizens went to investigate, there was no damage to be found. However, there was something missing, the doghouse. Left behind in its place was a heavily damaged laptop, still miraculously open and running in the snow. After some investigation, a chat log was discovered between two individuals, the doghouse, known to the locals as Indra, and an entity going by the name of Rip_Indra. The conversation appears to be an argument in which the doghouse requested special, unique powers from Rip_Indra, which he refused to grant him. After everything that has happened, many questions still remain. Where did the doghouse Indra disappear to? Who is the doghouse really? Who was the mysterious Rip_Indra he was communicating with, and why does he have such a similar name? Investigators are looking to get the bottom of this mystery soon. This might be the boss which I've been talking about. What are your thoughts on it? Tell me in the comments. And now, this is what we were waiting for. The new fruits. So if you didn't know, so Blox Fruits had a fruit contest and many people submitted their ideas. And 3 of them all have been chosen. We will go on them, but let's read this first. After reviewing an extraordinary pool of talent from every corner of the Blox Fruits community, it is finally time to announce your Fruit Art Contest 2026 winners. The creativity and passion poured into every single submission made this one of the most difficult decisions we have ever had to make. From wild, out-of-the-box concepts to breathtakingly polished designs, every entry reminded us just how much this community means to this game. Thank you all for participating. And now, it's time to view the winners. Are Chimera, Forest, and Program. These are the 3 winners of Fruit Art Contest. So let's view them. So first, Chimera, the ultimate beast fruit. It seems to have 2 bars like dragon and has 3 different types of shards, which might help it to awaken like control, lightning, pain, etc. Also, the price seems to be a bit lower than dragon and higher than control and kitsune. Let's view the abilities. The Z ability seems to do a dash which gives you horns and attack the enemy. And it seems to have awakening. It also has a passive, which is, after using the Z ability, the user becomes surrounded by a crimson aura visually indicating the last activated skill. While this effect is active, the melee damage is increased by 8%. The effect lasts for 3 seconds before fading. And now the Z Awakening, which kind of transforms you into a bull, which is a mini transformation of this fruit, using which you can also do M1? What the heck? Now the F ability, the flight move, which has 2 versions, the tap and hold, where tap actually hits the enemy and turns on the aura. And yes, it also has a passive, but we will see that after the hold one, which holds your enemy and throws it, I guess. The passive. This passive activates only if skill F tap hits while no other aura is active. On a successful hit, the user gains a yellow aura for 5 seconds, increasing movement speed by 20%, and extends dash distance and boosts jump height. Now the X ability, which makes the enemy stone and stuns them, and also has passive. Anyways, it also has 2 modes, the counter and the offensive mode, where counter mode emits a flash, which means the counter mode is activated. And when the enemy attacks, the user teleports behind the enemy and makes them a stone and stuns them, and then the stone blasts and damage the enemy. And it's only able to counter close range attacks like God, Human Z, Sanguine Arts Z, etc. And the offensive mode makes 2 orbs around you which stuns the enemy, and you can move freely but can't use moves in it. It's kind of like Gravity Z. The passive. When counter mode is successfully triggered, the user is surrounded by a green aura effect and drains vitality from the enemy. The user regenerates 10% of their max health within 4 seconds. The healing is gradual and not instant and can be cancelled if another passive activates from the fruit. Imagine pairing it with Angel V3 or Ghoul V4. Holy! Now the X Awakening. It also transforms you into Medusa's stone form and grants you 55% defense but reduces 35% speed and reduces your air jumps to 6, and you can use all abilities except the Fruit's X, which will untransform you, which you don't want, and then start a 32 seconds cooldown. Now the C ability, which has 3 heads which can be used after each head is used. It has a 6 seconds cooldown after each head attacks. First head launches towards the enemy and might be controllable like Dragon Talon V1X ability, and blasts. Second head launches and becomes a tornado which has a huge AoE. And then the third head, which does a great AoE DMG like Sound C and sucks them towards you and blasts, I guess, as the image looks like that. And it also has a passive. The passive is that after all 3 heads are used, the user enters a blue aura state. Their M1 becomes a mid-range triple slash with short teleports per click, applying burning damage. The combo has a 1-second cooldown. The effect lasts 15 seconds. The Sea Awakening also transforms you, which gives you a cool M1 which dashes and chains the enemy for 1 second and gives a burn tick damage and has a 1 second cooldown on M1. And you can only use M1 or C move and will be untransformed after all 3 heads are used or after 8 seconds. And each head opens a portal of hell and pulls the enemy inside and gives too much damage, and the more the heads the more pull power increases and the damage as well. Finally, the transformation for which we were waiting for. To activate Chimera form, the user must have 3 full bars, maximum. If the bar is not completely full, the transformation cannot be activated. Once transformed, the bar drains gradually over time, lasting up to 30 seconds. After detransforming, V has a 5-second cooldown. Passive effects, while transformed. Plus 85% movement speed. Longer dash distance. Higher air jumps. Plus 10% defense. The transformation bar visually drains, with half of a full bar disappearing every 10 seconds, indicating time progression. Abilities in Chimera form. While transformed, the user gains new skills. Z, X, C, F, V, press again to manually detransform. Duration extension mechanic. Each skill that successfully hits at least one enemy restores plus 4 seconds to the remaining. Transformation time. Hitting multiple enemies does not grant extra time. Only one-time bonus per skill use. The form ends when the 30 seconds expire or the user manually cancels it. Q, blazing trail. Dash that leaves behind spectral and chimera flames, damaging nearby enemies. Z, mythic blitz. Triple zigzag teleport. If an enemy is caught in the path, Chimera and Cerberus unleash a fire blast that launches the target away. Cooldown, 12 seconds. X, serpent gaze. Triangular vizier attack in front of the user. It hit, the enemy is bitten by 3 serpents, takes high damage, and suffers 5 seconds of nausea. Slow startup, easy to dodge if predicted. Cooldown, 7 seconds. F, infernal cyclone. The user spins with their wings, covered in chimera and spectral flames. Enemies hit from the front can be impaled on the horn, spinning with the user and taking continuous fire damage. Cooldown, 6 seconds. C, infernal descent. The user performs a high vertical leap, then crashes down. On impact, chimera flames and spectral Cerberus fire spread across the ground. The fire remains for 10 seconds. Damages enemies inside the area. The user unleashes embers forward, spreading chimera and spectral flames in all directions on impact. This is the form's main offensive area control skill. Cooldown, 15 seconds. Oh my god, finally it's all over. Chimera has a long moveset. 55% of the video just went to explain Chimera. I know Forest and Programmer left, so I'll show them to you in my next full form video. Thanks for watching.